Alright, hello everybody, welcome to the Arcane Gate. I'm Dinarru, and welcome to the first episode of The Missing Thread. Before we begin, we have lovely members here joining us today. And you know how we do it, we always have to introduce our fine guests before we get on to the story. So, first, Cheeki, wanna go?
Bet you're surprised to see me back. Hello, everybody. If this is the first of the series that you are watching, I am Captain Cheeki, and I make a lot of D&D stuff. Hence why I am here, I suppose. I mean, I'm just good friends with people. You can catch me at most websites under Captain Cheeki, and by most I mean 3 websites. So
the
far.
only 3?
What's
I don't
the other
know.
one?
Well, Twitch,
Like
YouTube, and Twitter.
Oh, alright. Just
And
making sure there's
MySpace.
not...
In MySpace.
Just making sure, there's not like an OnlyFans out there I have to look out for.
No, I mean, no. Do I introduce my character now, or do we wait for that?
Do we want to wait while you're all together and kind of introduce in character, kind of?
Yeah, sure, we can do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think it's worth waiting.
Okay. Then, after Cheeki, we have Ditter down the line.
Hello! Now it's my turn to scare everyone. It's me, I'm Ditter. I go by Vitamin Ditter on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And I'm on TikTok now, too. Haven't done much there, but I'm trying. We'll see what comes out. I make some D&D content, play a lot of games with these fine people, and I'm playing a game today as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Ink, who is in the bunny persona, you are up next.
Hey.
Yo.
Not a fairy.
First off, just gotta make that clear from the get-go.
Underscore Inc. I'm also surprised to be here again, to be honest, and I go by underscore Inc. on YouTube, where I make D&D content. Yeah.
E.
All right.
Ew.
And next, you were here last night, Eldridge, but why don't you
I
introduce
was.
yourself again?
Well, it's lovely to be back so soon. Let me start out by saying that. But hi everyone, my name is Eldritch Sugar. I'm a D&D artist and animator. You can find all the stuff I do on youtube.com. The username is all lowercase Eldritch_Sugar. And I'll be playing a very different character from yesterday.
So, speaking of which, today we're starting a story. It's going to be a mystery. These fine people here have been hired to locate and find out what happened to a missing cargo, and the main lead they have is that it is found, or it was last seen, in a town called Pinewood. And that's where we're going to start our little adventure, if you will, with these 4 characters in a caravan, Skyrim style, heading towards town.
Wait, like locked up Skyrim style? Or just...
No, just in a cart.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. No, you are hired, and you've been told that you will be paid very well for finding this cargo. It is very important to the new king. So, who wants to introduce themselves first?
I mean, I can go. I went first there. I can go first again.
All right.
As is my character's tendency to want to go first. Today, for this game, I am playing Clive. Is it Clyde or Clive? Clyde. Because that's my cat's name. Remember, that's why I named him that. Clyde Lowe. He is a rather renowned investigator more so now known for the novels that they release with a certain someone who might be with him currently. But they are a half-orc, mostly known by their tusks. Their skin complexion is still rather human tones, but you can definitely tell there is a lot of orc in them. While they try to look sophisticated and like a stand-up gentleman, you can tell there is a lot of wear and tear in his like one suit he's probably worn. He's got like elbow pads that have been changed from just scuffing them all the time, and he probably thinks he looks a bit more sophisticated than he does. And he is currently there with a comb trying to like comb his fur-like hair into a more neat style, but it just does not seem to be cooperating. And in terms of class and class, that's all. I am a barbarian, but also one little dip into bard, because I wanted to.
Sweet. Well, sitting next to him is a slightly shorter than him bugbear, wearing all kind of like darker clothes, and they are fancy enough, but part of the reason why they're dark is that they don't show dirt as much. And he is going over his notes to make sure he got all the details of their last interaction with the king before they said they're setting off on Pinewood here. Also writing down the notes or the details of the other people in this caravan.
So you haven't met the other two yet, correct?
No, we have not.
Okay.
I don't think we've met them, but I think we know of one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go. We're in the same carriage, correct?
Yes. All of you are in the
Alright.
same carriage.
Alright, cool. You're finally awake now.
I punch him.
You see a little bunny man, 5 foot, who seems to be twitching in his seat as he's rubbing his hands, just trying to steal his nerves, as he was not originally supposed to be on this case. His tutor and boss was supposed to be, as he is just an intern for a detective agency. But they sent him because they didn't feel like it and they had a trip in the Bahamas, so so I got sent instead.
Love it.
And now I'm nervous because I know the other 3 people as reputable detectives, so I'm very scared. Very nervous.
I guess I am the 4th person. Big surprise. My character is a bluish purplish tiefling, with short curly horns that dip up and then down and then up again. He has slicked back black hair, with one little strand that seems to be perfectly positioned. Like that it falls just between his eyebrows. Looks very, very handsome. And he's actually combing a bit of his hair back. He's got a little compact with some hair gel. I guess he notices that the large half-orc man, also in the carriage, is trying to fuss with their hair. So I think he'll cough to get their attention and then hand over the compact.
They will look at it, and then to you with like the slightest disdain, as if they know you and like they don't want to accept the help from anyone that isn't themselves. They kind of go to pull out the comb, but it gets stuck in like a knot, and he kind of just leaves it. I don't think that would help much. I've honestly already got like a tin and a half in here. It just gets lost. I don't know where it goes.
I'm sorry for that. And
Fine.
he'll click the compact shut. Also for posterity, my character's name is Lawrence Sinclair, an up-and-coming detective in the upper echelons of society, known for being not only a private eye, but a charming gentleman as well.
All right. So, you're getting closer to your destination. And the terrain's fairly wooded, but not like foresty. You could see like distances through the trees. But as you're about to go up a hill, you notice the trees are kind of weird shaped. Like they're bigger in the bottom than they are like up the trunk. A little strange. But as you reach the peak, you do see a town with wooden log barricades all around surrounding it. And then the carriage stops. All right, get off. This is your destination.
Oh, all right, sir. Thank you for the ride. I guess we'll be walking off. No, you coming with us?
Who, me?
I don't know. I mean, yes, we're here. I don't. Where else would I be going? He's gonna like hop off next to Hudan. Like, who? Why is Lawrence here? And who's the rabbit?
Well, I don't know who the rabbit is. I'm sure Lawrence is here to take all the glory, as it were. I didn't see them very much in the presentation with the king, but it would seem that maybe we have not made as big of a name for ourselves as we once thought. If that's the case, then perhaps this next book needs to be a little bit more inflourished.
Wait, so they're here for the same case?
It would seem so, sir, since we appear to have got it off at the same town. Unless this town is ripe with mystery, I would assume we're here for the same case.
You gotta pat you on the shoulder and turn towards the two others. John Bunny and Lawrence. Put his hands behind his back. He's like, doesn't take a genius to understand that we're all here for the same case. So, are we to work it together, or should we say good day here and whoever solves it first is the best ever?
Are you opposed to cooperation? I mean, it seems in all of our best interest, doesn't it?
I would like to say that cooperating, I would enjoy doing.
He gives a big toothy smile. Capital. He'll turn back towards Hudan. Do we have to have them sign anything to be in the book?
I close the book with one hand with a firm clasp. Poof. It would seem that if that's the case, we are in for some cooperation in here. And as long as, and I kind of turn over to Clyde, as long as they're not, as it were, the ones that solve it, they will just kind of be side characters in this story, and we don't need to put any other information in the book. I'm sure just the name Sinclair would carry a lot of weight.
Maybe we talk about it later. Do we bring any luggage with us, or is it whatever's in our pockets?
Yeah, you have enough for like about 4 days worth of clothes, and you're planning to be there for possibly a little bit. You do know that after like 5 days, the king's just going to be like, okay, you're not worth it. Next people.
Oh. Oh no.
So you are on like this deadline.
Well, then they'll grab their luggage and kind of hoist it over their shoulder. Not sure if this place has a place for us to stay. It's pretty far out. But, I'm sure 4 detectives can find a place to sleep.
I suppose we could go and ask the locals.
Oh, yeah.
So do you start heading towards town?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you're walking down towards town, you notice that it's sort of on a little peninsula. Like there's a huge lake that's sort of like around it. And there's only one entrance because of this. But you get towards the front gates. And the first thing you see is a little stable to your right. And you do see a human shoveling hay into the horse pens.
Mr. Lowe, it would seem that might be one of the locals.
That does make sense. He is here. I think you're right. I'm gonna saunter up to this fella and offer out a hand. Greetings, gentlemen. My name is Clyde Lowe, and these are my associates.
Oh, hi there. I'm Patrick Elder. How are you doing?
Patrick killed them?
Elderwood. Sorry.
Elderwood. Okay. It's been a long ride. The altitude up here.
We're at sea level.
As he presents, a hand that's sort of like covered in manure and hay, and he's kind of like a husky fellow.
He'll still shake. He's not opposed to it. He'll probably wash his hand, but later.
What you here for?
We are here because apparently there is something gone missing around here.
Missing? Well, my horses are here. What could be missing?
That will be for later. Right now, we are just wondering if there is a place to stay around this. It turns back to rustic. I feel like we use rustic too much. What's another word for rustic?
What of those adjectives? Probably
Quaint.
something along the lines of quaint, as it were.
Rough and tumble. Is there a place for gentlemen? He looks to everyone in the party. We're all gentlemen, right?
It would seem.
4 gentlemen could stay. Patrick.
Starts scratching his belly. Well, points over on the other side of like the small street. See, that's the tavern right there. If you go to the next house over, that's the inn. Craig should get you. Nice little fella.
Give him a pat on the shoulder and reconvene with the others. By just taking a step to the right, I suppose.
And he just starts going back to shoveling snow. Or not snow, hay.
Yeah.
It's snowing now.
What a mystery. Well, Mr. Lowe, it would seem that we have a bit of a lead.
Yep. We do.
Well, yeah, he did tell us to go to the just cross the town. That's where we're going.
Oh, right, for the sleeping, yes. We have a lead for where we can sleep, fellas.
Ah, thank you, Mr. Lowe.
What
Show
was
us the way, sir.
what was the guy's name that he mentioned?
Craig?
Craig?
Yeah.
Was it Craig?
Was it?
Yeah, I believe it was Craig, but we could find that out once we get there.
Of course. After all, you're the professionals around here.
Yes, I was meaning to ask, who are you? And he looks at the rabbit man.
Oh, my name is John Bunny. Nice to meet your acquaintance. This is one of my first big cases, as it were. So it's an honor to work with all of you.
Well, it's an honor to meet you as well. And he'll extend a hand. Give your hand a quick shake.
I'll give it a shake, like, Mr. Sinclair. If I wouldn't, if it wouldn't bother you, would you let me have your signature?
Oh, I'd be honored. I'd like to think that he pulls a pen like from his suit jacket under his like cloak. What am I signing?
I take out just a notebook and I just give it to you. It's just
It's one of our books.
like he opens it up and sees it's by Hugo and Clyde, and he just like writes over it Lawrence Sinclair in glowing letters.
Oh my god.
Now it'll be worth something.
As it were to happen, since you two were the ones who wrote this book, would you mind signing it as well?
Give it here, boy.
I give.
Oh, this is one of my recent ones. The Case of the Missing Feather.
Oh yes, quite the read.
We found that, right?
Yes, sir.
We did, yes.
Yes, sir. It was see that the horse ran away with the mole rat.
The horse ran away with the whole thing. That's right.
Yes, that was the twist. Sure, Sonny. I'll go ahead and sign it for you. By the way, what agency do you work for?
No, his unturned agency. So.
Brilliant.
Nice.
I will kind of like I'll sign it just as big as Sinclair signed his name. I'll sign like over the actual title, Grim, and then I'll pass it over to Clyde. Here you go, sir. It would appear that our associate here, John Bunny, wants your signature.
You'll smile taking it, and this is probably the only word he knows how to write really well is his name. Any others, it probably looks terrible, but they write their name, closing the book, and they're kind of leaning down as they hand it back to John Bunny. Okay, John Bunny is an excellent name.
Why? Thank you.
You pat him on the shoulder. Keep walking. Gotta give Hoot on a look. Like that is a good name. John Bunny. I can imagine it. John Bunny.
Right. It would appear we might have to be facing some more competition in a bit.
So, do you start heading in the direction of the inn?
Yeah. Across the water, right?
Actually, just across the street, and one
okay.
house over.
So, this one?
Yes.
Okay. We have a little map we can see, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, we saunter on over past the tavern, right?
That is
Like
correct.
the tavern, then the inn.
Yes.
Brilliant.
So, if you go into the inn, you hear like a little, kind of like a bell chime as like the door opens. And it's kind of a nice, cozy little area. No one's seems to be in it though. There's a fireplace going. All nice and cozy. But no one to be found.
Is there like one of those little bells on a table?
There is actually.
Clyde is trying to see how fast he can press it.
So just like ding 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 ding, or like alright. You start dinging it, and the door just kind of like closes behind you. And all of a sudden, a green little goblin just kind of like pops up from behind the counter. Well, hello! How are you doing this evening? How can I help you?
I don't suppose you are the good man Craig that we've been told about.
I'm the one and only. As he like grabs his sort of like a bellhop costume, and like puffs it a little bit in pride. So, do you need rooms?
Yes, we do.
Well, that'd probably be the only reason why you go into an inn. Let's see. There's 4 of you. Well, we do have a party special. You can buy 3 nights and get a 4th one free if you like.
We are here for 4 nights, right?
Yes, sir.
We want that one.
Do you get many parties around here?
No. We're a small town. Sort of
Interesting.
off the trail a bit.
Then why this offer?
Because we don't get many visitors.
Huda just kind of scribbles at his notes and stays quiet for a bit.
So, 4 rooms, correct? As he like
Yes,
gets a pen and
please.
paper. Okay. May I have your names, please?
Lawrence again produces the pen from the suit jacket.
He just sort of like
What do you want me to sign?
Huh. Looks at his pen, looks at yours. Yours is a little fancier. Just sign this line here.
Scribble, 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 scribble.
Thank you. Ooh, fancy signature. Anyways, who's next?
Clyde will try to do a no-looker to look even cooler, but it like goes over 2 lines.
And just like, okay. Anyone next wanting to sign 1 line?
I will.
Oh, thank you.
It's just a neat, small signature.
Okay. And you, Mr.
It's Hudat Grim, sir. I'll go ahead and sign right here.
Oh, okay. All right, we have it, and the payment will be 3 gold total. And luckily for you, you were kind of paid in advance for room and board.
Oh.
So we have 3 extra gold?
Yeah. You have extra gold because of the deal.
I place down the money.
Yep.
He just sort of like looks at it, glistening eyes. Oh, and just like scoops it up. It's like puts it in a little pouch in his little bellhop outfit. All right. Your rooms will be up the stairs, and yeah, we only have 4 rooms, so should be hard to find them. Just pick whichever one you like. And he just like disappears behind the counter.
As soon as he disappears, is the book still on the table? That we signed?
Yes, it is.
Clyde is going to snatch that up immediately and start turning back pages to see who else has stayed here.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Ooh.
Rudolph, how long ago did the caravan come here?
Well, sir, it's been... How long was it?
It's been missing for 2 weeks.
Okay, so it came here 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
All right. If I check my notes, it says it's been gone for about 2 weeks.
He's going to attempt to find if there's any other names in this from 2 weeks ago.
Skipping through, you do see some names here and there, but they're kind of all scribbly. They almost seems to be in Goblin.
Rudolph, can you read this man's writing? Kind of hold it out.
Oh, sir, yes, of course, it's Goblin. I can read Goblin.
So, reading through the names, there are none that I have.
Yeah, no worries.
Just like
no
pull
worries.
out.
Right.
But
That's it, sir. The culprit is. No worries. These are a bunch of names, sir, but they don't mean anything to us yet. This was a brilliant idea, of course. I will write down all of these names that I see.
Brilliant. We're just making sure that they actually arrived here.
Right, of course.
Should we ask if any of these were the people from a caravan?
Hmm.
What could a king have lost that is so important he sends 4 detectives to get? He turns, posing the question to everyone.
Yeah. In this small town, no less.
Right?
John winces when you say detective.
But why? What could the I've been trying to decipher what the caravan could have been carrying. Because if we knew, then we might have some sort of lead. And why would it come through such a small town if it was something as extravagant as to have 4 detectives? And a Mr. Sinclair, no less, coming through here.
At the mention of his name, Lawrence is gonna give like a little smirk, like.
How far out are we? How long was the ride?
probably about a day and a half's journey from Lion Keep, which is where the king resides.
Where could the caravan have been going?
So it does go through certain stops. What you have been told was that it went to this location and it did not arrive at the next.
Where was the next location?
Probably another day's journey outward.
Okay.
Maybe a town called Amberleaf was the next one.
Since the king contracted us, we can only assume that whatever is in the caravan is very important. What that is, I still have yet to come to a conclusion about. Mr. Sinclair, would you have any illuminating information for us?
I don't know, does he? DM?
Well, this is kind of who not more like challenging Sinclair to see if he can figure out what he can't yet.
Mm.
It's not. I don't know if I'm asking for specific information. Just kind of being like, "Yo, I have no clue. Do you?"
I would.
Okay, I gotcha. But the question still stands.
Okay.
Since the challenge, I'd say you could roll a history check or something.
Oh. History, you said?
Yes.
Oh, how convenient that I have proficiency in this.
Hmm.
Right. We challenge them at their best.
An 11. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So probably not. He's, I guess, information-wise, he's been given what everyone else has.
Mm-hmm. So you could play that however you will.
What were the last things that Hudot had said?
Hudot said basically that he doesn't know what could be in the caravan that's so important to like pay for detectives, and he's saying, Sinclair, could you figure that out?
Well, I would assume it would have to be particularly valuable, seeing as he can afford all of us to attend the case. And most of us, it seems, are quite high profile. So
Yes.
it's not anyone expendable. This isn't a under the table deal, as it were.
Of course. And
Joel
Hudot-
turns away a little
Yeah.
bit.
Hudot scribbles in his notes, the illustrious Sinclair was stumped.
Well.
Oh, yes, Mr. Lowe, of course. Go ahead.
No. Continue.
Well, thank you, Mr. Lowe. It would seem that for today, we might want to get our things settled and start asking some questions the next day. All we have here is the caravan came through here, so we might want to ask if anything is in between this stop and the next that might halt a caravan. It would seem that we might want to cross out bandits if we're the ones that are here. So let's go ahead and all go to our rooms and we can meet in the bit.
I'm looking forward to it, good sir. And he'll walk off.
So, going up the stairs, you do meet a hallway very soon. And it's sort of a small hallway with 4 doors. And the doors are all on the same side.
Right. Stumped.
I guess-
Keys, right?
So, your room
I
is
guess
this
Lawrence
way,
will go
Mr.
to
Lowe.
the one that's at the furthest end of the hallway, seeing as he was the first one to walk into this area.
So, passing through the doors, you hear sort of like creaking of the wood as you step through. And you open the door, and it's quite nice. There's a bed. There's a dresser for your stuff. There's also 2 dress mannequins there for like putting costumes on. But there seems to already be costumes there. As you have sort of like as we would know as like a French, like Napoleon style outfit, and another one sort of like a Victorian dress.
Those are fancy things for a backwater town to have. In this humble little inn.
If we go to our rooms, do we have them as well? Or
Yeah. Which rooms
Is it just
do
the end
each of
one?
you go?
ooh,
I would assume Lowe would go to the first one.
I go into the second one.
That's the case. Then yeah, I'll go into the first one.
All right.
I'll take the last one.
The third that wasn't picked.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pretty much for all of you, it is very similar. The only difference is the clothes that the mannequins are wearing. So, let's see. John Bunny, yours, you have 2 mannequins that sort of have, one's more of like a winter, like, fur coat attire. And another one's actually leather armor.
Oh,
Clyde, you have one that's sort of a dressed up business attire. Almost looks like Sinclair's. And then another one that's more of just casual farm wear. And Hudot, you have one that actually doesn't have any clothes on it.
Okay.
And then the other one, that is more of it has a bellkeep outfit, but not as small as the goblins.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do these all look goblin-sized?
They're actually more humanoid, like human size. It's about 5.5 feet, like kind of small humans.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say small humans. But I'm
All the ones in Sinclair's, like a French outfit and a... What was the second one?
A Victorian outfit.
Victoria.
Sinclair is gonna like poke his head out of his door, and kind of loudly ask to everyone, does anyone else have mannequins in their room?
Clyde is going to walk out trying to put on the, like, probably too small for him coat. I thought they were for us. They're not ours? Well, they're complimentary.
That isn't really standard protocol to provide mannequins with outfits. This is a bit odd. But you do look dashing.
Correction, I always look dashing, but thank you. He walks back in trying to take it off. It's like 3 sizes too small.
John comes out.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, John comes out in the armor, perfectly fitting him.
Little warrior man.
Hudot will also come out and say, like, I'm sorry, did you say outfits, as in plural?
Yes, there are 2 mannequins with 2 outfits in my room.
How odd. I also have mannequins in my room, but it would seem that I only got 1 outfit. The other one is barren. I assumed it was for us to hang our clothes on, but I don't know why it would go as a mannequin and not just a simple closet.
Also, considering there is a closet in the... He walks over into Hudot's room and checks if he has a closet as well.
You open it, and a tiny bit of dust just kind of like comes out as you open it. But there is a closet.
We have mannequins and closets.
Right. Is Craig anywhere here? Mr. Craig?
You don't hear anything.
I'm gonna write down in the book. The business was not in our favor.
Anything else you want to do while you're in your rooms?
I stuff my mannequins into my wardrobe. Into like the cupboard that was given into my room. Yeah. And then staring at me as I sleep.
There is so like they're not actually like attached to a rod. They're kind of standing still on their own. But they do kind of like bend as you like stuff it in. You're able to contort it and put it into the cupboard.
He looks kind of worried at that. Is there a way to like lock the cupboard? He doesn't like that.
You just see 2 handles to like grab it.
Yeah, if he props a chair up at it or something.
Alright.
You walk out onto the balcony looking a bit perturbed. But...
How many rooms did we see that this inn had besides our 4?
Just 4.
Just 4 rooms. Okay. if that's the case, then I think Hudot is going to put the mannequins on the outside of his room. Like, I'm going to move them so that they, like, flank the doorway both sides.
All right.
Yeah, it's like how... Quite odd decor, but if that's the case, I'll just move them in if I'm told anything. But for now, that makes me feel safer.
I assume they just use it as storage for the tailor, if there is one in town.
Right, that might be something we might want to ask.
I would like to know that more than where the king's stuff is right now. I do not like those things.
They do give off an odd atmosphere.
I guess while they're having that conversation, Lawrence is gonna put on a pair of gloves and try to inspect the outfits. Kind of try to observe their make, if there's a particular, like, stitching style, what material they're made out of, stuff like that. What level of craftsmanship are we talking about?
Ooh, okay. Roll an investigation check then.
Ooh. How convenient that I have proficiency in that.
Who would have thought?
Let's see, 14.
Wait, I don't have... Oh no, I'm gonna stop. I forgot how I made my character.
So, looking at the stitching style, you're not able to get a good grasp on maybe an identifier of who did it, but you do know that they were very crafty. So whoever made these outfits knew what they were doing. More of like an artisan than even a master.
Gotcha. And they're made extremely well, I would assume?
Yes. And you even I'd say, you even look at the seams, and it looks like the material could be breathable and mobile. Like, they're not just stiff suits.
Curious. Then I guess Sinclair's gonna move the mannequins to one side of the room. And then just start putting his own clothes in the dresser.
All right.
Does the Bellkeep uniform on the mannequin look the same as the one that Craig wore?
Very similar.
Okay. Minute differences, nothing really to like take note of.
You can make an investigation check if you want.
All right. How lucky that I am proficient in investigation.
Ooh, 18. I'd say that you'd be able to identify... Ooh. Since you... Yeah, 18. I'd say you even remember that the buttons on the Bellkeep costume are the exact same.
Okay.
The main difference is just that the other one was made to be a goblin size.
Okay. So could essentially just be the uniform of this. Los, next time we see Craig, you might want to ask if he's got somebody else working with him. Seeing as how this town... There's probably some people that have to wear a lot of hats in this town, and this might be one of them.
Are we asking him politely, or...
Well, sir... Seeing as how we only have one goal here, I would say probably violence is not the best form of interrogation, as it were.
Noted.
Right.
What time is it?
It is around midday.
If we are all packed and settled, it might be time to go peruse, as you said before, sir, to see if there is a tailor in this town.
I think it would be good to meet the locals. He's gonna walk to the others, wherever they are, or turn towards them if they're all in the hallway.
John is in his room right now, and he is sniffing the mannequins.
Oh.
Alright.
Well,
What do they smell like, then?
I
like
don't even think-
moths.
don't even think that deserves investigation. They smell of wood. If you really want to know the type, I'd say you could make an investigation. But that's up to you.
Damn.
I'm
Get
thorough.
that mahogany.
All right, let's.
Hmm. 7.
Yo.
I'd say it smells familiar.
Okay. Can I remember the scent?
Smelled wood
Yes.
before.
I'd say like you'd be able to remember the scent. So as soon as you
Okay,
smell
now
it
can
again,
I smell each of the uniforms as well?
each of the uniforms,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they.
All right, then I.
Oh,
Then
what
I
did you
want to memorize them and write them in my notebook.
Okay.
I'd watch as you release his demons from his cupboard. What do you do? Why? Put them there for a reason. Why are you sniffing them? Okay. Rudolph is sniffing the mannequins.
I've never heard of this, or rather, I haven't really researched the No Hairs Unturned agency, but this might be a very specific way that they teach their recruits.
He looks confused, and then as soon as no one's looking, he sniffs the nearest mannequin.
Yeah, it smells like wood.
It smells like the person that killed your parents.
Oh, now I remember why I don't smell things.
Flashbacks are coming. Yeah, so if you smell the same scent, you should be able to like recur where you smelled it before.
Mhm.
How do you write smells in a notebook,
Ye-
actually?
It smells of blank, blank, blank.
Oh, those wildeberries.
Yeah, that's such a hard like scent or sense to like write down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it is midday. Where do you feel like going?
I guess if we're all walking outside, Lawrence is gonna look around and see if there's anyone, I don't know, going about their day.
Okay. As you go down the lobby, you don't see Craig anywhere, and you open the door, and right off the bat, you see a woman in like a bread stand, and a little child, a dragonborn child, just kind of like runs up to the stand, like handing like a few like copper, and it's like thank you, and just like takes it and like runs towards the river.
Oh no.
Then I guess Lawrence is gonna approach the bread stand.
All right. Well, hello, dearie. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. I just got in from out of town. I'm actually a detective, believe it or not. And I've heard that maybe something is strange around here.
Oh, detective. Oh my. I need to tell Patrick this. He's over at the stables, but what could be strange about our little town?
Well, that's what I'm here to find out, ma'am.
Well, no, nothing very strange, but would you like bread? I got loaves of it.
I would love bread.
Just a couple pieces of copper. You get an entire loaf.
Yeah, he'll take out a little coin purse. Yeah, and pay for some bread.
Oh, bless you, child. It's like hands you like a fresh loaf of bread. Just baked this morning.
Oh, thank you very much, ma'am.
Oh, and
Might I catch your name, if that's all right?
oh, I'm Dolores.
Dolores. Well, it's lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. And you are?
My name is Lawrence Sinclair.
Sinclair. That name sounds so familiar. Have you come around these parts?
Oh, I wouldn't think so, but perhaps my reputation precedes me.
Oh.
And he'll like adjust the little hair that he's got, the one that's loose from the rest that's slicked back.
Oh, well, glad you're in our little town. If you need anything, just let me know.
I certainly will. Well, thank you for your time.
No problem. And she just sort of like sits back down at a little bread stand.
All right, who's next?
I'd say anyone can make.
Craig.
You're still looking for Craig.
Looking for Craig in the inn.
Yeah.
Clyde is going to wander off to the Dragonborn kid if they're hanging out by the water. But if John Bunny seems to go that way, he won't.
Okay. First with the innkeeper. I'd say looking for Craig, shouting his name, he does not appear.
Suspicious.
Took the money and ran.
And
I'm wondering if he was even part of the actual business here.
Make a perception check.
Good thing I'm proficient. No.
Good thing I'm proficient.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
All right, a 20. You kind of hear a little rustling behind the counter. And you just sort of see like two little green ears pop up and like a nose. Boop. And then a hand kind of points at the bell that says ring for service. Oh, did we lose Ditter?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, no.
It's even more funny though. Just staring at him, pointing at them.
Alright, then we'll move on to what John or Clyde are doing.
Okay. I walk up to the old lady and point the knife at her. No.
Listen here, bub.
Listen here. I ain't playing no game. No, I do go to the Dragonborn kid.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Okay, so both of you heading that way?
Unless you tell me to give you some room, but...
I tell you, he might be afraid if there's two of us.
Perhaps. You have a good eye. Children do like to give information.
Yeah. Wait.
Appeal to their whimsy.
Wait. I'll go back to the lady, to Dolores, and I'll buy a bread off of her.
Oh,
The
you are
same
some nice
type
adventures.
Yeah, the same type that the children got.
Okay.
Bought a sweet bread. Do
Yeah.
I have a sweet roll?
Yeah, I'd say that he bought a couple sweet rolls.
Okay. I'll buy some sweet rolls as well. And then I'll start walking towards the kid.
Alright. By this time, the Dragonborn was heading towards the bridge and then took a right. So,
I run after him.
alright. And
Are you still wearing the leather armor?
But, I mean, technically, I guess I didn't say to take it off.
I mean, yeah, free leather armor, dude.
your choice.
It's a bargaining chip now. Alright, I'm still wearing the leather armor.
Alright.
And as I chase down that kid with my very fast rabbit feet that go brrr.
So you're going thump, 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 slide the corner, and you see that he's joining a couple other children and a Dragonborn lady.
For the gang.
And they all seem to be cheering as she just starts motioning for them. All right, lunchtime's over, or lunchtime's about to begin. Get inside.
You cannot play with their hearts like that, lady. First you say it's over, then you say it begins. Oh my god.
I'm gonna do what it's called a pro gamer move right now. I'm gonna hurry up and go right next to the children and act like I belong.
Baby mode.
Hello, I am child.
I am child.
I also am Dragonborn.
As you walk in, or like start to walk in, she just kind of like motions, like Saba's like, but who are you? And she's like kind of towering over you.
My name's John Bunny, ma'am.
Well, nice to meet you. Where'd you get that leather armor?
The innkeeper said I could play with it.
Craig? Somehow I don't believe you. Well, roll deception, actually.
What could be suspicious about this?
Yeah.
Just a little rabbit did it all. Leave him alone. God damn it, Did. If you don't allow this, I'm gonna quit.
At least give you a chance.
Oh no!
Oh, 9.
A 9.
Yeah, I don't believe Craig would let you play with his armor. Why are you here?
Well, my parents are on a business trip and they brought me along, so I just wanted to play with some kids. And now that they're having lunchtime, I wanted to join in. I even bought myself some bread.
Make persuasion.
Oh, this is too much fun.
Too bad, man. This is brilliant.
Oh!
Nice.
All right, an 18 persuasion. She just kind of looks at you and is like, you know what? What's the harm? Come in. We're just starting lunch.
Excellent.
In a monologue, fools. Like party in my hands.
My calculations were correct.
As the door closes behind you, you see like 4 desks and 3 children sitting in 3 of them. You see a human child, a dragonborn child, and a tall gnome child?
Oh,
All right.
The lanky gnome fella.
A lanky gnome fella, eh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So go on, take a seat.
I take a seat. I do a little hop into my chair. Yeah, then I eat one of my sweet rolls. and then I look over at the other children. I'm like, "Hello, my name's John Buddy. How are you? Who are you?"
The dragonborn's like, "Hi, I'm Skipper." And then the gnome's just like, I'm Corin. And then the human child's like, "Hi, I'm Oliver. Who are you?" Well, you said your name, but why are you here?
Well, I thought we could play together, maybe.
You came out of nowhere to play with us.
Yeah, my guardians right now are busy with some business stuff.
Corin's just like, business stuff?
Yeah, they came here for some business stuff and brought me along, but I'm terribly bored.
Well, we're at school right now. So,
Ooh, I want to learn.
The Dragonborn lady just kind of goes like, we'll learn after lunch.
I love to eat as well.
Well, two things in this was eating and learning.
While you were in that predicament,
Oh,
we're gonna go back to Hudot trying to find Craig.
Last I heard, there was like some rummaging behind the counter, right?
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna use my long bugbear arms to reach over and feel around for like anything, any goblin shaped mass.
So you reach behind the counter and there's not a base instantly there.
Hmm.
And eventually you just feel teeth grip your hands.
Yeah.
You swing your arms up and like a little goblin is just dangling over there and
Well, hello, Craig.
he just kind of like glares at you and points towards the bell that says ring for service.
Never breaking eye contact. I ding the bell.
He releases and then just like hops back on his seat. He's like, wow, how can I help you?
I like start rubbing my hand. Mr. Craig, terribly sorry for the inconvenience. I was trying to see if I could find you. I did not know the rules of this establishment. Thank you for making them clear.
They're written plain as day.
Oh, really? I look around to see a sign.
It is right behind the bell.
yeah, the bell does say ring for service.
Well, I was simply wanting to ask you if you have any other co-workers here with you.
No, just me, myself, and I. Why? Who's asking?
Oh, well, it's Hudot Grim.
Who? What?
Yes, me, Hudot Grim. So who is in charge of the decorations in the rooms?
Me. I did it all myself. Do you like them? Wait, why are you in the rooms?
Oh, well, that's usually what happens when you pay for a room, so we get to inhabit it for a certain number of time. The same time that you recommended.
Wait, you rented a room? And he just sort of like looks at the book. He's like, oh, Hudot. You said your name was Hudot. Yes, okay.
Yes,
Continue.
That's correct, sir. By any chance, are you the same Craig we met a couple of minutes ago?
I believe I'm the only Craig here.
Do you seem to have more lapses of memory?
That's why I keep a journal.
Oh, you keep a journal, as do I.
Ooh, journal buddies.
Can I ask, what do you write in your journal?
Mostly who comes into my inn. As he like points towards like the guest list.
Oh, is this your journal?
Yes.
Well, but how do you remember other details besides just the visitors?
Easy. I keep my life simple. I live underneath this desk.
Oh.
Dude, I want to live that life. Dude, that'll be easy.
Then, do you wear other outfits besides the uniform we saw you in?
He looks at his bellkeep. Is like, this is most fitting for my job.
Right. Do you have any other jobs that you do here in the inn?
I hope not. I have not been.
Then, what of the mannequins and outfits in our rooms?
And just for nice dresses that we got through trade deals.
Trade?
Mm-hmm.
Trade with who?
I don't know. Caravans come in, we get supplies, we give supplies.
So you're trading with caravans. Do you remember a caravan that came through here 2 weeks ago? Maybe it's written somewhere in your journal.
He starts scratching his like underneath his bellkeep hat. It's oddly specific. 2 weeks ago.
Yes, well, in the line of mystery, we tend to have to get very specific.
Not that I remember. I don't really pay too much attention to the caravan. Mostly the mayor deals with that stuff. And I just kind of get whatever he doesn't want.
Oh, so it would seem that the mayor gets first come, first serve. Or first picks, rather. And who is this mayor?
Oh, he's at the very end of town. Big house. Can't miss it.
What's his name, Craig?
Mayor.
Mayor what?
Yor. May Yor. Yours is last name.
Mayor.
Oh, it's his... I rub my very furry temple. Do you mean to say that his name is May and his surname is Yor?
Correct.
Oh dear. All right. Well, thank you, Craig.
Hey, I'll be here if you need me.
Do you have a surname by any chance? And is it Goblin?
I'm just Craig.
So your name is Craig, just Craig. Okay, understood. I'll see you later, Mr. Just Craig. Goodbye.
All right. He just like slumps back, and you kind of hear like covers rustling, and you just hear.
You fell asleep already. What a champion.
Oh, dude, if only.
What a king. We love to see it, you know.
All right, Clyde, what were you doing?
Yeah.
Well, after wiping away a tear at seeing John Bunny's initiative, he's going to saunter his way back towards Patrick, Startown.
Okay. So you get there. He's still shoveling hay.
Well, I hope so. Good Sir Patrick.
Wow.
You receive caravans here, don't you?
Yeah. About every week or so.
When was the last one?
Just a few days ago, actually.
Alright, well, there was one about 2 weeks ago, or so. Didn't quite make it where it was meant to make it. Not sure if you remember it.
No. I usually tend to the horses whenever they come by, but other than that, don't pay too much attention. Because I get the hay just outside of town. Yeah, my job's all here.
How long do caravans usually stay when they arrive?
They usually stay over at the inn, but for like a day.
For a day. Where do they park?
They usually park over by the mayor's house, and the horses stay here. Like, they just kind of ride them back.
Like, I gaze past him. How many horses are in this stable?
It seems full. There are 4 places for a horse to stay, and there are 4 horses in it.
Mind if I have a look at these horses? It's been a while since I've got my mitts on them.
I don't know what you mean by that, but
I like horses. I like patting horses. Is that a crime?
In some states, yes.
True.
But you seem like a friendly fellow.
I want to inspect these horses. Do any of them look like cart-pulling breed horses?
Making
Like workhorse lads?
animal handling, maybe?
Yeah, that's a weird question.
Yeah.
I rolled a 17.
Oh, okay, yes.
Or if any of them look like more like a kingly horse, like seeing as the king is so interested in this caravan, perhaps the horses were more upkept than your run-of-the-mill horse.
All of them look like the same breed that would carry a caravan.
Mm.
But yeah,
Tell me, what do you do with the horses here, Patrick? You don't seem to have much farmland.
well, I feed them, keep them for the night, then they take them back with them.
Is there a caravan here currently?
Kind of like scratches his belly. Shouldn't be. Kind of looks over like down the street over towards the mayor's house. I don't see one. No. He starts shoveling hay again.
Then what? Thank you, Patrick. I'm gonna brisk walk my way up to the Sinclair, if they're still around, I suppose.
I'd say...
Or enter who not, if we're all just in that area.
Yeah. I'd say by that time... I don't know. What were you doing after you got your loaf of bread, Lawrence?
Let's say soaking in the ambiance.
Okay.
Taking it in.
Do a vibe. I'm gonna do a vibe check on this town.
Yeah,
like
is anyone
my friend.
staring at you from
Okay.
windows? Like, is anyone watching you? Is there a troll under the bridge?
Roll for vibe check. No, you don't have to roll. I say
I would like to roll.
sure. Roll for vibe check.
Charisma plus wisdom.
It'd be funny.
Yeah. Let's go for it.
What are the vibes?
Tell me the
Ooh,
vibes.
An
An 18 for
18.
vibes.
Okay, 18 for vibes. Okay. It's a nice quiet town. Some birds are chirping. You do hear people kind of rustling about as it is midday and you're kind of moving around doing their jobs. You also hear some metal clanking from a nearby blacksmith. It just seemed quaint.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing different from what one would expect.
Not really.
Well, regardless, it's a lovely day to be having some bread.
And whenever you bite
And I
into
guess
the
that's
bre-
when.
Oh, do you
Huh?
bite into the bread now?
Yes.
It is delicious.
I was so scared. I thought you were gonna have me make a con save.
Wait, I also ate bread.
Oh no.
The sweet roll, amazing, by the way. Like
Ooh.
the dough, like it's just like feels like it's right out of the oven.
Incredible. He's blown away. Like, I guess if Clyde's approaching, you can see like the smallest of tears fall from his face because it's so wonderful.
And I guess before we get too far, John Bunny, we're back to you, and you are in the middle of a schoolhouse with 3 children in leather armor eating a sweet roll.
I forgot about the leather arm.
That's the best part.
How close is the Dragonborn woman to us?
Not too far. She's just sort of like sitting by a desk that's maybe 2 desk links away.
So right now I've asked the children their names. So next I asked the teacher, I guess their name, like, "Hey, teach, what's your name, by the way?"
Oh, I'm Sylvia. Sylvia Wormtail. You can call me Miss Wormtail if you're going to be my student.
Thank you for inviting me to class, Miss Wormtail.
I'm surprised that you're so eager to learn. It usually takes me a while to get these children in.
Oh, well, my parents usually never have any time to teach me, so I'm happy somebody can.
They're always solving mysteries, but they can't solve
Man,
our,
did we
our
just adopt a
parent-child
child,
dynamic.
guys?
Oh, I'm just trying to get some sympathy. Sympathy. Oh God!
You're caught off with the simp part.
I couldn't say it, you know. In case we get flagged.
Yeah, we're not allowed.
Not allowed.
Don't speak it, don't say it.
I'd say, after you finish your street roll, make your perception check.
All right. Plus 8.
10 total. With a 10, I'd say you smell something similar or something familiar.
Hmm.
Do you search for the scent?
I do.
As you're sniffing around, you get closer to like the desks.
I very as sneakily as I can try to sniff the desks.
Make a sleight of hand.
Sleight of snoz.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
Yeah.
See if you can just get a quick sniff in.
You go to like sneeze, but then you do a reverse sneeze.
Yeah.
I stopped the sneezing now.
Say as you go to like sniff the desk, Corin, she just kind of looks at you like with a weird look, like, what's your deal, new kid?
I was just gonna sneeze, you know.
Backwards?
Well, I stopped myself from sneezing by doing it backwards.
Make a deception.
Oh my god.
That's a big IQ right there.
I can't believe that I'm having you roll for your street cred amongst the children.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you have an 18.
When it matters most.
Oh, I've done that from time to time. Okay.
Yes.
So,
of course you have.
so tell me, kid, why are you really here?
Oh, like I said, my parents are here to do some business, and they left me some money so I could go buy some bread. And I just saw, I saw Corin walking down the street, and I wanted to ask him if he wanted to play with me.
Well, I'm Corin.
Yes, you.
I didn't go buy bread.
It was
Oh, wait, skip it.
She just kind of like leans over and is like, "Don't worry, it's fine. I'm not gonna rat you out."
Ooh.
Lucky duck.
If anything,
I think he might have muted himself.
I think so. Just whenever it's like, yeah. She leans over and is like, "Don't worry, I won't rat you out. If anything, my father's like the boss of this place, so."
Cool.
Do you say anything in response to this?
I say, oh, thank you. You're a real friend.
Right.
Do you want some sweet do you want a sweet roll?
I'm full. Thanks. She just kind of like goes to like scribbling on her notebook as she just starts doodling.
Mm-hmm.
And that's whenever the door opens and you see like this big burly like dragonborn come through. "Hello, children." "Don't mind me. I'll be out in a moment. Cynthia, I need to go repair the boat. Just, I'll be across the pond if you need me." "Okay." And just like closes the door like very gently as his like hand is like way bigger than the doorknob.
Who was that?
Everyone just like looks as like, that's Murdrek, Miss Wormtail's husband. He's the fisherman of the town.
Oh, he looks very strong.
As Oliver's like, "His name's Murdrek. I'm thinking he became a fisherman to retire from something." "We believe he was a warlord."
Cool.
No way.
And Cynthia just sort of like, "That's enough. That's not true.
Fake news.
Fake news didn't happen."
But how do you know?
Big and true.
Ooh. Yeah, his name's Murdrek, Teach. Like, you tell me that.
Murdrek Wormtail. It's like, "Because I've known him since we were children, and I know his past. You don't."
Then what is his past?
He decides not to talk about it and became a fisherman. And she like flips through a book.
Hold on.
And at this time, she closes the book and she's like, "All right, now on today's lesson on fauna." And she just starts like pulling a little thing and just like showing like pictures of plants. As now, Ink, your character is now kind of trapped in a classroom about plants.
Oof.
Let's. Can I roll for fauna?
Roll for
For
fauna.
Roll for information intake.
Yeah, see how well... Actually, yes. I'd say that would be intelligence to just kind of get a better understanding than your character would have not known about. Maybe this will come in handy later.
All right.
13. Okay. I'd say the lesson kind of goes over various plants, but also goes over trees, surprisingly. And she starts bringing out examples of different wood. But one piece of wood out of the examples smells awfully familiar. And it's actually the pine wood. And she goes on to explain how like that was sort of like the main usage or main wood that the town uses. So like the desks made out of pine. The houses, they're lined with pine. The doors, pine. Everything in the town's most likely pine wood.
Okay.
And yeah, you learned about the fauna of the area.
Mhm.
You had a very educational visit.
The corresponding term for plants is flora. Flora, fauna, and other forms of life, such as fungi, are collectively referred to as biota. Zoologists and other paleontologists use fauna, yada yada yada.
All right. While you are in school, what are the rest of you wanting to do?
Yeah. Now this is what I signed up for this D&D campaign.
Finally, a school campaign.
Yeah.
I guess I would, making my way out of the inn, I would see if I can find Lowell and tell him about where the mayor would be.
Yeah, I think. Oh, Clyde's looking for the to see if there is a cart thing. Caravan. He's looking to see if one of those are in town. But also stopping near Lawrence if they're there to see if I can see it from here,
Yeah.
or if lack of it from here, he'll stop here to tell Lawrence at least what he's cooking up in his brain.
All right. And
And
Lawrence.
Poodot as well, since they're last inside this place, last he saw.
All right. And Lawrence, you are just getting out of your vibe check.
Yeah.
So you're all meeting up, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. Currently, you're next to a building that you hear metal clanging, but you do see a bigger mansion sort of across the bridge and just on the other side of a wishing well.
And no caravan.
No caravan.
No sign of nothing.
I'd say if you go there, you can make an investigation check. See if you can see any signs, maybe.
I think he will. He'll be walking towards there, kind of just telling Lawrence and Hoodot if they're there what he's thinking. Is like there are horses in the stable, but this place doesn't need horses. They look like they're cart-faring horses. Yet, I do not think that he kind of trips a little, meeting the bridge as he's walking backwards. I do not see a caravan for such horses.
Right.
So you think the caravan is elsewhere, but the horses are here?
Well, yes, if it vanished, then the horses had to either vanish with it or are being kept somewhere.
Craig did inform me that when caravans come through, they seem to do some trading with the caravan itself. Whether or not they did that with the caravan that we are searching for, I do not have that information, but he did inform me that the mayor seems to be the person that gets first pick. If this house is full of house, if this town is full of horses with no caravan, perhaps. Perhaps the horses were part of the trade?
Well, then who would pull the cart?
I would assume that
They could have traded their own horses for. I suppose that is true. They could have traded their horses.
They could have given them another horse. Perhaps these horses are sort of on loan until the caravan comes back on through here. But that is something that we could possibly ask. Because you are correct, it doesn't seem like they have much use for that many horses. Of course, being in a backwater town, they could be using them for some kind of farming equipment.
Well, whatever the case, meeting with the mayor is a good idea.
Did any of you feel or hear someone exhale at you? He looks to the well, a bit on edge.
You look down the well, and it looks like a normal well.
Guy looks back at you two. Why would you need a well if you have a river?
I was wondering that myself. Maybe the river... The river seems to be led out into a bigger ocean. Maybe this well is for show?
I don't know, it could be a gulf. Or a big lake.
Does the well have like a bucket tied to it?
It does.
I'm gonna use the bucket to see if there's water on the bottom, like pull it back up.
Cranking it down, you almost like instantly find water.
Oh, okay. Well, it appears it is useful.
I suppose drawing water from a well is easier than a river.
True. And if you are the mayor, maybe you don't want to have to deal with that on a day-to-day basis. Either way, we should go ask some of the questions that we've accrued.
Didn't we have a fourth detective in our group?
He ran after the child that bought bread. I am not sure where he is.
And around this time, you just see like this big burly like dragonborn just kind of like stomping like across the bridge towards you. You're like, hello, how are you this evening? Or afternoon? Afternoon. And just starts walking towards a boat.
We're having a lovely day, thank you.
Well, if you ever need anything, you could find me at that house over there. And he sort of like points past this like log house, and over on the other side of the bridge, you see a smaller house with some fish kind of hanging up. I'll let somebody make a perception check if they like.
Not me.
Sure, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What a coincidence that I have proficiency in perception.
Hey,
Ooh, 17.
Really good.
So, as you look upon the fish hanging down, you do realize the specific type as they are red herrings.
God
I run up and got them and look for the key. It's a reverse red herring, I swear. Oh.
And you just, well, I seem to have damaged my boat along my journey. I will talk to you all later. I am Murdrick, if you need anything.
Mudrick, well, it's nice to meet you. And I'll hold out my hand for a handshake.
Nice to meet you.
The name's Sinclair, by the way.
Ah, Sinclair. I believe I've heard that somewhere.
He won't respond, but he'll just give a little smirk.
I'll walk up to Murdrag and say, yes, hello, sir. I am Who.Grim, and this is my associate, Clyde Lowe.
Hmm.
He gives a nod on a tip of a non-existent hat.
Nice to meet you. Ooh, Urbolg. I've only seen one of you before. Actually, in this town.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm a bugbear.
Oh. I really get confused. Sorry if...
I could see why, but you mentioned a Furbolg.
Yes.
Where are they?
Ironically, he's the logger of the town.
Oh, is he here now?
He sort of like looks up at the sun. He's probably at home, just over there. And he points towards the house like to the far left of the river. He's like,
Okay.
Probably enjoying his time off right now. He usually goes logging on the weekends. He actually is the reason why there's still trees in the area. You notice the little weird shaped trees. He grows them back after he cuts them down.
Oh, is he a druid?
Yeah, very in touch with the Fae.
I see. So, if anybody would want something perhaps constructed out of wood, he would be the one to call.
No. He just simply gathers the wood. The one next to him, Carter, is the carpenter.
I see. And what is this Furbolg's name, sir?
Robert. Robert Featherbottom. Weird name, honestly.
Well, thank you for your information, sir. We are here to talk with the mayor. It would seem that we have some questions that must be answered.
Oh, of course. It's right here. He directs like to the building that's even closest to you. That's
Perfect.
actually next to a little boat that's sort of beached on the side of the lake.
Oh, is that the boat you damaged?
Yeah. I have to repair it every once in a while. It's kind of a small boat. I'm kind of a big man.
Yes, I can see that.
Nothing in the waters damages it, or is it just wear and tear?
Mostly wear and tear. Oh, every once in a while, hit a rock trying to beach it back, but I don't feel like taking it all the way to shore, so... don't feel like carrying it.
Is that a freshwater lake, or does that lead to the ocean?
Well, it's more of a filtered lake. If you head over down quite a bit, you do kind of reach a brook that filters it. But if you go far enough, you will reach the ocean.
Thank you.
No problem. And he just sort of goes on his day.
Din, what was the name of the carpenter? I didn't catch it.
Carter?
Carter.
Carter
Okay.
Carpenter.
You?
Now we'll also present those notes of named characters.
Heck yeah.
Alright, they're showing up.
Well, Mr. Sinclair, Mr. Lowe, it would seem we have some business to attend to. Where is Mr. Bunny?
You ran that way. I kind of gestured down the dock.
Perhaps
Should
he
we-
likes to be left alone. Although he was the one who wanted to cooperate, so I don't quite understand.
I don't think I would like being left out of talking to the mayor, so I will at least try and find him and ask.
Should we solve this mystery before we solve the other?
I think so.
Bit of a warm up.
It would seem. Let's head out.
Clyde starts, like, running. trying to get past Sinclair.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you start racing each other to find Mr. Bunny.
Trying to find him as fast as he can.
Mhm.
He runs down the dock. John!
roll a sleuth check.
Yes. As you actually reach the house that is next to the red herrings.
Oh.
As it seems, his house and the schoolhouse seem to be the same place.
There are no more houses. I press my face into the window of the herring house.
Okay. Okay. So, Cynthia, was it? Yes.
I think so.
Cynthia's are like, all right, now to go on the math portion of today's lesson, and good heavens, what is that? As you just see like a half orc just the window. As all of the children look in that direction as well.
I slowly make my way to the door. It's like from the window, it's a very foreboding, like shadow silhouette of some creature. But then he opens the door and he's got a big smile on his face.
Hi, can I help you?
I look around the room.
I stand up and I'm like, oh, that's one of my guardians. I guess it's time to go.
Well, have a good day.
Thank you. How much is a herring?
Well, he usually sells it for, about a silver. Or like a bushel, so, a copper for one.
Deal.
Alright.
You hand him a gold, because I don't have anything less.
Okay, here's some change. Just like,
Thank you.
feel free to pick one to your liking.
You give a nod. Come now. Guardian-y.
As I walk out.
My garniece. My gar-nephew.
As I walk out, I wave to the children, and can I do like a charisma check or like to like
Sure.
make sure like I came off like friends?
You wanna be the cool guy?
Yeah, like a cool dude.
You could roll with advantage,
Oh.
but it'd be a straight roll. Because you did spend a few hours with them.
Mm.
13.
Definitely good advantage.
I'd say you didn't come across as a loser.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah.
Come now, John. Our guardian Andmar is in town.
All right. I will also need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, no.
I'll take a 13. Alright, screw you all.
All right.
16, 17, 21.
All right. So where do you go now?
Mayor, right?
Hmm.
All right.
Well, also, why am I your guardian? What happened? Hang on.
I'll explain it all later.
Okay.
As the sun's kind of going down slightly, it's getting that like reddish tint that it does For some reason, that school just kind of sits for a long time.
The school sits for a long time?
Yeah. Because it's past like around 3 p.m. at this point.
Oh, you mean the people in the school?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
School is still in
like,
session.
Are we expecting?
Expecting to walk away?
Yeah. Okay. I guess while that's happening, I will strike up a conversation with Sinclair to be like, so, Mr. Sinclair, why would you choose to accept a case this, I guess, remote?
Well, you know, I believe we were all personally sought out by the king himself. That's a bit prestigious. So who am I to decline?
Ah, I see. So you will ask. What do you plan to do?
What was that? You cut out on my end. Sorry.
Oh. I was just said, I see. So you were asked. Interesting. Me and Mr. Lowe have tried to be. We have solved a good amount of cases so far. We hope that this case is no different. And your help is greatly appreciated.
Well, that is very kind of you to say.
So if you don't
You're
mind,
the-
I think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You write books about your cases, correct? Yes?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, I haven't read any myself, but I've heard good things.
I see. Well, yes. After a couple of the cases we have written about, my notes seem to have Mr. Lowe seemed to have found it quite entertaining reading through my notes. So after we made our first book, we discovered that there was a bit of money in it, and well, why else would we be doing a case if not for renown?
So you're planning to get a good story out of it. Something to really write home about?
Well, yes. I mean, as you have declared, the king himself has asked us to do this, so that ought to make for a great story.
Most certainly.
I do hope
How do
we...
you feel about all this?
About all what?
About this town, this case? What are your thoughts?
Well,
Any gut feelings?
I get
Any
the feeling
flowery
that...
descriptions from a novelist?
Well, Mrs. Sinclair, I get the feeling that, much like in many other mysteries, something here isn't as it appears. We've only come across a couple characters here, and it seems that Craig, as it were, is suffering from some sort of short-term memory loss, and I don't know why the town would accept him to be running a business by himself if that was the case. I'm getting the feeling that he's more of a pawn. And if that's the case, I don't know what this mayor might be like, but something is fishy here.
I arrive back with my herring.
Perfect.
Oh, Mr. Lowe, Mr. Bunny.
Hello.
Oh.
Seems we have we are now their guardian.
Oh, are we?
Oh.
I'm not sure who, but I think I'm wrapped up in that. So
Collectively.
if anyone asks, I think we're his guardian.
I snuck into the class back there, of the
Oh.
kids, and I tried to make friends with the kids to see if I could get any useful information. But I did make some connections. I think one of the kids is father is the mayor, I think, or whatever.
Oh, is that right?
The boss of this town is. Yes, it's it could lead to more fruitful information if I talk to them again. Kids
Yes.
are quite not as tight-lipped as their parents would be, I'm sure.
Astute. How many children were there in that school?
3.
There were only 3 children.
Yes.
Okay, so then that means that there are at least 6 adults running around in this village. I mean, barring any accidents. And I do not assume Craig to be one. Was there a goblin child?
There was not. I'll give you the information here that I wrote down, and it just gives you a list of the
Okay,
children and
thank
stuff. You.
So the mayor's child was human, right?
If it wasn't clear, Corin was the one speaking.
Yeah, Corin.
Corin said the Dragonborn.
No, Skipper was the
No.
gnome.
Oh,
Corin is a Goliath gnome child.
Okay, so we can assume the mayor is either a Goliath or a gnome. Or likes to adopt children.
Oh no.
With adoption.
I heard you say likes to sew up children.
Oh, no.
That's what I was like.
That
oh, no.
would be a terrible case. I do not want to be on that case where I have to encounter sewn up children.
Well, team, it would seem that the mayor is our next stop, so I would suggest we head over there.
Very well. He'll try to step past you.
Ah!
So who gets there first?
I fill in John Bunny on my hypotheses with the horses and the cart missing, and tell him what he missed, basically.
Okay.
Mhm. Good.
Keep everyone in loop.
Okay. So I'm guessing Lawrence Sinclair would be first in line then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you get to this big mansion that has parts of the house kind of like wrapping around the front door, as the entire building's almost like a square U shape.
It's top one.
And you just come to a door with a little door knocker.
Yeah, I'll give it a knock.
All right. You knock on the door. All of a sudden, you just hear like big creaking footsteps come closer to the door. And then finally, just like a powerful twist of the doorknob, the door kind of like swings open. And you see this tall, well-dressed lady in a suit. Very red, bright suit. But even then, like, you could still see like her muscles through it.
Hmm.
And how may I help you?
We're looking for the mayor.
Oh, certainly. Mayor, we have visitors. And you just hear, oh, great, visitors! And you just hear like a pitter-pattering of like coming down the stairs. Please come in.
Thank you for your hospitality. He'll step through.
Do the rest of you step through as well?
Yeah, just walk on in.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
So you hear like a little pitter pattering, and you see a little gnome carrying a pickle jar. And he just like comes up and just like hops on a desk in front of all of you. As now you get a better visual of his like nicely combed mustache and monocle, and he has a top hat.
Of course he does.
Well,
Hi. How can I help you?
Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, you know my name already.
that's right.
Your name?
Yes.
Mr. May.
Oh,
First name May, last name Yo.
Yeah.
Hey, your
You know me already. Why?
Well, that's my job, sir.
Oh, that sounds reasonable. Say, could any of you get this pickle jar open for me?
Well, your name is Mayor.
Yeah.
I walk up and offer to. I guess I can.
Oh, thank you. He hands you make a either strength or athletics.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get that athletics, please.
Oh.
11. You go to like squeeze and like turn it tightly and just comes off like a lot easier than expected.
Sigh of relief.
Mm.
Oh, gimme.
You put it down on the table. So your name's Mayor, and you're the mayor.
Yep.
He looks at Hoodot horrified as he's trying to come to terms with this.
Well, sir, it would seem that we have been hired to possibly ask some questions to come to a conclusion here.
I'm all ears.
Oh my. Well, first and foremost, we are here to inform you that we are from Orders of the King, looking for a caravan that has come through here about 2 weeks ago.
And why would we still be here?
Well, that is why we are here to discover, sir.
I mean, we've been getting caravans day by day, or like on a regular schedule, so I don't see why this particular one is so important.
Well, I would assume the importance of it is simply due to the fact that it is missing.
But the same caravan comes by every week.
The same one, you say?
Precisely.
I turned to Sinclair. Does that mean that would he possibly be confusing what the caravan looks like?
Or is someone impersonating the caravan?
Could you describe this caravan for us, sir?
Well, it has 4 pretty horses. Carries a wagon. Usually has cargo in it. Yeah, we usually buy some of the cargo and goes to our local shops that we don't have the resources, and we sell resources that we do have.
And
Tell
how
me,
do you know that it is the same one?
I sign off on it myself.
Right, but how do you identify that it is the exact same caravan each time?
Well, Clarence always is the driver. Oh, Pickle's gone.
Oh no!
Clarence, and he is the one that's driving the caravan every single time.
Yep, every time.
So, as far as you've gathered, he has come through here, left, and returned unscathed.
Correct. Why, you say that
So
the
that-
king is missing stuff?
Yes, sir. It would seem that one of the caravans did not end up at its meeting point. Its cargo didn't get delivered.
Well, this is very bad, very bad, very bad. He just like sets the empty jar of pickles down and just like starts like gets down off the desk and he tries to like climb the bookshelf.
Oh,
Mayor, look, I'm sure whatever it is, it maybe not that big of a deal, right? Like, who even sent you to find this, I guess? Like, who sent you all to find the caravan?
well, ma'am. I think as I stated before, we're from direct orders of the king himself.
Why would the king? And she just sort of like looks at the little like nicely dressed gnome like struggling to get up the bookshelf. It looks like he's trying to like reach a bell. Mayor, we don't need to send a letter. But I must.
Mayor, sir, I don't know about a letter, but I think it would be very helpful if you would show us your records.
Ah! And he falls down like like
Oh,
some books fall.
He fucking dies.
Books start piling on and you just like hear silence. Hand pops up. I'm okay. Oh, records. Sure. Dusts himself off. Right this way. He starts like pitter pattering, like goes up the stairs. Oh, come on.
Oh, so like one side of the stairs is big steps and the other's really short steps.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Like the steps would be like normal, but then on half of it, it's like every step is 2 steps.
Yeah.
And
The same car driver. Weird.
do you follow him?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, if you all follow him, the large Goliath woman is going to be behind you.
Oh no. I sweat.
And she's probably like 8 feet tall.
Oh, no.
Pardon me, ma'am. What is your name?
Oh, I'm Miss Pelham.
Miss Pelham. And would you happen to be... what is your connection to the mayor, Miss Pelham?
I'm his assistant.
His assistant?
Mhm.
Alright, well... Thank you. Who is in charge of, organizing the mayor's records?
I actually am the one who organizes it myself because looks over like in front of everyone at the mayor, just sort of like going through doorways is like, no, not that one. No, not that one. He's not the most capable.
Right.
Has he always been like that?
Yeah. And she kind of has like this. Everyone make a perception check. Who hears that?
Happily. Oh. What's 6? Oh my god.
God.
Yeah, nice.
Holy moly.
This is what I wanted. This is what I
Yes.
built my character to be. Efficiency in everything.
Yeah. Oh.
And that's what I built my character to do.
I'd say Hudot and Lawrence notices kind of a swooning in that, yeah. Like,
Oh.
yeah, he's always been this goofball.
Oh.
Aww.
And eventually she just sort of like shakes it off a little bit and is like, Mayor, 2 doors down to the left. Oh, of course. He's like, opens, after you. And he like gestures for all of you to like go in.
Oh, yeah. A walk in.
He's like hobbles over and like jumps into like a large chair, like a large leather chair, and just like spins a few times around, and then just like stops at the desk to point directly towards you all. Okay, you're saying 2 weeks ago, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got our records here. Yeah, came in, delivered it. Yeah, all's good.
What did they deliver?
I'm afraid I'm not really supposed to say. That would be kind of confidential information between me and the king.
Between you and the king.
Well, yes. I am the mayor of this town. I produce goods that you would like to acquire.
Well, if he himself is seeking out discrepancies in the caravan's route, would it make sense to tell us? Just so we're all on the same page.
I've been told by strict orders by the king himself, not a peep.
Well, we've been.
Well, we're
told
under
by
strict
the
orders as
king.
well.
Yes, that's right, Sinclair. As my colleague here has said, we came directly from the king, so we would require that information unless we tell the king that there is someone that is not wanting them to have that information.
He sort of like looks at Miss Pelham and is like, put me in a big pickle. Could you give me more pickles? Yes, Mayor. And she like kind of ducks under the door a little bit, closes it. All right, I'll show you the records, but I'm not telling you anymore. Deal?
Actually, I need to go to the little bunny's room, play, and I like slip out the room and go tail the assistant.
I'd say make a stealth check.
Boy, let's see how good I do.
Ooh.
Hey.
Yay, 17.
All right,
All right.
good.
So you see that she starts going down the stairs, and she goes past the front door and into a room that's just off to the right where the stairs were on to the left. Do you continue to follow?
I do.
You like creep down the stairs, and as you get a better look at the room, it is a kitchen. And then she just like opens up this pantry, and there's just like line walls of just pickle jars.
No,
With
oh,
like
God.
one missing. And she like picks up one that was next to it and just like begins to start turning away.
All right. Is she turning towards me?
Yes.
Okay. I start climbing climb to the ceiling.
Start climbing into the ceiling.
Yes, with my slippers of
Spider-Man.
spider climbing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yo.
Yeah.
Mm,
They're more like just gloves because I'm not wearing any shoes.
Yeah.
okay. I'd say, yeah, even with a 17, you could just like climb up. And she begins to go up the stairs towards the direction of everyone else.
No one ever looks up.
You suspect that being as tall as she is not used to looking up at something. Even in a big mansion like this. For all of you who is in the mayor's office right now, he flips the ledger over and like kind of presents it to you all. And you just see royal cargo.
So you made something here for the mayor, for the king, is what I'm gathering.
Well, yeah.
And I suspect that didn't make it to the king, hence why we're here.
Most likely. I'm surprised it didn't suspect bandits.
When you gave this thing, was Clarence the driver at that time?
Well, yeah. He's always the driver.
He's always the driver.
Mm-hmm.
And he hadn't said anything about being attacked by bandits en route.
No. In fact, the caravan's usually guarded by guards themselves.
Who are the gods?
They usually, wear too much armor for me to tell.
So they're not from this town.
Looked very official Lions Keep guards.
And right here, I point to the ledger, Mr. Yor. It would seem that this is a bit on the vague side. Could you please describe what royal cargo means?
Make an investigation check as you look at it.
Okay. Oof.
Still a 15, though.
15, yeah.
Okay. You notice that royal cargo is in the place of receiving and sending? Yeah, receiving and sending.
So it's both received and sent royal
Correct.
cargo. Okay.
There's also a weight next to the receiving. And it's what's a high number off the top of my head?
5.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll say it's like 500 kilograms
Oof.
of material.
Oh,
And
as in, okay. Yeah, I thought you meant waiting time. Okay.
yeah, no. And then the outwards is up to 700 kilograms. So you might get the hunch that they're sending out more than they're receiving.
Right. Now, if something can I glance at the other caravan like notes to see if they are like how specific they are? Like, do they just say like cargo, or do they actually have like logs and like I don't know, clothes or anything like that? Like, how specific are they?
You see like outward shipping of wheat, specific poundages or grams, whichever system they use here. And you also see various like, okay, there's ore coming into the area. Sometimes there's even logs being shipped out. But it's usually very specific based on weight.
So, seeing as how this seems to be a bit on the specialer side, as the writing isn't as specified as the other things, could you please describe what the royal cargo is made up of? Are these gems? Are these books? Are these tapestries? What is in this royal cargo, Mr. Yor?
He sort of like takes off his monocle and sort of like rubs it as a bead of sweat kind of comes down his forehead. He's like, I'm not allowed to say.
On the king's orders?
On the king's orders.
Did the king himself tell you this, or did Clarence tell you that?
The king came to my front door and told me this.
What did the king look like?
He was sort of a skinnier gentleman. It was towards the beginning of his reign. And he was met with royal guardsmen. Black beard, long black hair. And this kind of meets a similar description to what you've seen.
Okay.
So you've had this deal for a long time?
About 2 months now.
Okay, so whatever you were giving the king, he hasn't been receiving.
I guess for 2 weeks now, which is troublesome.
So I assume this Clarence has been giving it to other people, has been swayed to the other side, perhaps.
Maybe. If anyone would like to investigate more on the ledger, you can.
I'll take a glance.
Okay.
Investigation?
Yeah, investigation.
I'll take a glance at the rest of the house for anything
Ooh, that's
You're right.
suspicious.
That's 23. Nice.
Holy shit.
All right. So real quick, we'll go over what you see, John Bunny, as around this time, Miss Pelham has like entered the door of like the study. So you're kind of free to like roam around the house. It seems, with a quick glance, it just seems kind of nice, tidy. Some things are completely out of reach of the ground, like a bell on top of the bookshelf, a cookie jar, and
I'll go for the cookie jar. I must be in there.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So if you'd like to make an investigation, I'd say go for it.
Yeah.
Hmm, 14. I'd say the floor looks a little dustier than you would expect an official to live in. You notice there isn't any maids. And closer inspection, a lot of the house isn't really used much.
Where is it most used?
Most used, the kitchen, the foyer, and from what you saw, the study.
All right. Looking at. So do I try to open every door I see.
A lot of it's just kind of cluttered stuff. More like nothing of interest. And you even like open one room and it's like full of like stuffed animals. They're like the size of the mayor himself.
I step into that room.
All right.
I open up the stuffed animals.
You just open them up.
Yeah. What's in them? What's in them? Tell me.
Stuffing.
I knew it.
Yeah. I guess while you're doing that, we'll go back to what Lawrence found in the ledger. With a 23,
Damn.
you go through the 2 months that he stated that he had this agreement.
Mhm.
And you notice something different about before the 2 months. Usually, in terms of iron ore, the amount that was given is less once the 2-month plan started.
The amount that the town was giving or the king?
The king was giving.
So the town was receiving less ore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But adding both the iron ore and the royal shipment equals out to the royal shipment sending.
Okay.
So they're receiving more iron ore and they're sending it along with the royal shipment. The royal package.
Less iron ore than they did before the royal package was on the ledger.
Oh, I switched up times in my head.
Hmm.
And as you're sitting there, you kind of hear a bell chime outside. And all of a sudden the mayor just sort of like gets startled, like, oh, it's almost nighttime. I need to get to bed. Will you be here tomorrow?
Yes, we will.
Okay. I hope your bunny friend found the restroom all right. I get lost in this place myself. Mind if I see you out? Sorry for the hush hush. I under King's orders to stay quiet, or otherwise, no hard feelings?
No hard feelings. We completely understand.
Okay.
We will be back. Just for general curiosities. And I'm gonna like try to see if I can snatch the ledger.
Make a sleight of hand with disadvantage because Miss Pelham is entering the doorway now.
Oh, she's coming in. No.
Yeah.
could I try to help by tripping over my own feet?
Sure. So roll normally?
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah, roll normal.
Yeah,
Sleight of
I'm
hand.
causing a distraction.
Yeah.
19.
A 19.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You managed to just like swipe it and like hide it under your book.
Sweet. I'll put it under my book like I'm reading my own book. Oh, Mr. Sinclair, we must be careful.
Oh, my bad. Is everyone quite all right? I didn't step on anyone's toes.
It would seem we are clear, and I'm gonna like crouch down to pick him up and just whisper like, "Thank you."
Oh, my pickles. He sort of just like gives like the gimme sign to Miss Pelham. Here they are. Weren't there 4 of you?
There were.
We'll find him on our way out.
I walk into the room like, ooh,
Oh,
hi, what's going on, everybody?
Hello.
I should have said that Sinclair tripped on a flat floor as well. Like how you trip on nothing?
Oh. Well,
It must be he must be getting tired.
Oh yes. I'm quite tired. Perhaps we should all head back to the inn.
Yes, I second that.
Right. Well.
What was that bell?
Oh, well, it's indicating nighttime. Don't you have like clocks where you're from?
Well, yeah, but they don't usually scream at me.
Chime.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I don't know when we got that bell installed, and it's kind of annoying. But off you go. And he starts like pushing everyone like out the door and like down the stairs.
Good night. It's been a pleasure to meet you. And like Sinclair goes through all the formalities, like a bunch of nice things as he's being shoved out the door.
Yes. Nice to meet you all. All right. Have a good night. And he's like shuts the door. And it is now nighttime. And
Dude really likes his sleep.
And pickles.
And pickles.
everyone make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh no!
Man, you got killing me out of
Oh
here.
no!
Oh,
At least we failed together, my friend.
Oh.
Let's see.
Oh, God. All right.
Well,
that one.
on that
Well.
one. Well.
As you look around town, and it's oddly quiet. Fog is lifted. No sound of anyone.
So, you guys want to walk back to the inn together?
Oh,
Yeah. I guess fishing towns like this are usually quiet, so it's quite unexpected. Let's head over to. Oh God, we're gonna have to see Craig again, aren't we?
Not if we don't.
I mean, not if we don't ring the bell.
Yeah, if we just don't ring the bell.
I guess that's a good point.
Can
No
we
one
hear,
touched
like, the
that
water? Can we hear water and like the water mill going, or?
The watermill is still. As the water's just kind of like not powerful enough to push it.
I grab onto Sinclair's hand. I'm, like, I'm a bit scared of the dark. Do you mind?
No, I don't mind. It's perfectly all right. And I take the lead. Because I've got dark vision, right?
You should.
As a tiefling, I think you should. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll walk forward in confidence.
Wait,
Try to make a show that there's nothing to be afraid of.
Hopefully, this personality trait I just came up with works, and I don't have dark vision.
Right?
Do I have that?
Hey, it could still be scary. The whole world in black and white, I'd be scared.
And I'd say Sinclair notices more than anyone else the deep fog.
Oh,
That's almost obscuring your vision as well.
Okay, yeah, I'm scared.
It's like quickly on set to the town.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I just got that half orc dark vision. Just the greys.
Just follow me, everyone.
Really makes you miss the night times in cities.
And you go over the
quite
bridge.
hard to see.
Go over the bridge and the water's kind of still.
Was it moving like rapidly earlier today?
It was.
Then why
Can
is
I put the fish in the water? I put the fish in the water.
The one that you bought? It just kind of like floats almost still. And like barely goes downstream.
It's a dead fish, right?
Yeah, it's a
Mr. Lowe, I quite appreciate your bleeding heart. Don't believe that's gonna make it better.
Would everyone mind if I took a detour for just a second? I want to check out the lake itself just for a moment. John, you can follow along. It's like still holding his hand.
I gotta wash my hands, so yes.
I suppose I don't want to be alone with Craig.
That's fair.
So you make it to the lake. And what do you want to look at specifically?
Just try to see anything through the fog.
I'm gonna like lean down and wash my
This
hands.
whole thing seems very, very unnatural. Like the fog suddenly appearing, especially the current just stopping.
Mhm.
I don't think that's dependent on whether or not there's fog. So
or light.
something's probably up with that. Yeah. I don't think rivers just stop at night.
They're
They're
on a
sleep
very
mode.
strict schedule. As you look across the lake, you used to see like mountains and hills off in the distance, but the fog is so thick you can barely see anything.
Man.
Perhaps they have some kind of dam that closes in at night. I know they said that this leads out to the ocean.
Perhaps. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right.
I do agree it is odd. Especially being a fishing village, you would think that they want the currents to continue.
Precisely. I guess back to the inn.
If we can't find anything here, I'll help you look for a bit, and we can head back. And I'll squint my eyes. Try to see what I see.
I'd say you can make perception if you'd like.
Can I take a rock and see how far I can skip it into the mist?
Sure.
Oof. 10.
Mm-hmm. Same as what Sinclair sees.
Alright. Lots of fog.
And for the rock,
Hey!
rock's gold.
a 15.
15.
So you just hear like a and then just like you don't hear a full you just kind of hear it echoing.
Oh.
You don't know where it stopped.
Oh.
Yeah, we're
Whoa.
right now.
That was a good, what a good throw, Mr. Lowe.
I don't think it's ended.
Precisely.
We'll have to check in the morning.
It's still going.
We have to go
Still
rock,
lapsed.
go rock hunting in the morning.
It would kind of make sense if they have a dam upwards. It's not like they're working at night, so they don't need their power tonight.
Mm.
But
One more question.
no, it is weird. I do not like this.
Let's get some rest. Perhaps we'll think better in the morning. And then he'll
Yes,
start heading
that's-
back towards the inn.
Okay.
I wonder if I'll have to go to school tomorrow again.
As you make it to the inn, everyone make a perception check for me.
The hashtag slasher.
Got a
Ooh.
10.
Hey,
Hey, 20 total.
nice.
Dang.
12.
12. Ooh. You see nothing.
I'm blind.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Well,
I like how you said, "Ooh, you see nothing."
ooh, you see nothing. So do you go into the inn? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, walk in.
If a 20 perception check says there's nothing, then oh.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right. You all enter the inn, and
Oh my god.
it's quiet. The fireplace isn't even on.
I checked to make sure that the bell is still there. I'm not going to touch it, but
Yes,
Yeah.
it is still there.
can I
Is
take
there,
a
like,
glance
wood
over
in
the edge of
Sure.
the counter? I guess
I
the
wanna glance
desk.
at
I
the-
mean,
look over the desk.
yeah. Well, behind it to
Okay.
see if our friend is still there.
You glance over, and you just see a pillow and a blanket.
We should keep an eye out for Clyde. He's not home.
Oh dear.
Can I try smelling for?
Smelling for Greg.
Yeah, for smelling for Craig.
Small for Craig.
Sure. I guess perception.
All
Would that be the case, or survival? Whichever you're
I
better
think
at.
perceptions can be used for, because there are like things that say things have advantage on perception when it has to
Right.
do with smelling and stuff.
Smell,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume, but it could be either.
Ooh, 16. So the scent, like on the blanket, you can kind of get a slight scent of Craig, but you don't smell it anywhere else.
I don't smell him anywhere around here.
Last time I had a conversation with him, he forgot we were here. I truly hope he's not taking residence in one of our rooms.
If he's in my room, I'm going to hit him really hard. I do not want him in my room. That is the last thing I want right now.
Normally, Mr. Lowe, I would advise against that, but I think for today, I will look the other way.
Can I try and light the fireplace? If there's wood still in it?
Sure.
I'm going to attempt to light it.
Let's see.
If there's like a tinder box near it or anything.
Yeah, there's a tinderbox nearby. You strike it, and fireplace is lit.
Okay.
I guess I'll check out my room.
All right.
If the mannequins are gone, I'm gonna cry.
Well, we look up at the balcony and they're all just standing there. Dude.
Wait,
Here.
I left the mannequins outside of my room. Are they still there, flanking those sides?
So, you go up the stairs. Who all left their mannequins outside?
I think only me. I think
Just
I
you?
left them as flanking the door to my room.
Okay. So you go upstairs, and you just see two mannequins standing in front of the first door. One with a French outfit, and one with a fur coat.
Wait a minute. Guys, those were not the mannequins I put out. Or at least not the outfits I put out.
How about we all do a check? And Lawrence will scurry to the end of the corridor and check his room.
All right. So Lawrence checks, and you see one without a coat, like just completely blank, and one with clothes similar to yours.
Huh. Wait, I'm gonna check the closet.
Just check the closet.
You walk into
Yeah,
Clyde's
where I
room,
put
he's
my
staring
clothes.
at
'Cause
his
if they're-
closet.
Yeah, if there are Clyde's clothes.
So you open your like a closet cupboard thing, and your clothes are exactly where you left them.
Those are expensive.
So which ones were out front of his door?
The ones in front of my door were not wearing anything and a bellkeeper uniform.
And now it's the fur coat
And the French.
and the French outfit. Okay.
Yeah.
Neither of those were the ones in my closet.
Right. The
thankfully.
fur coat was in John's room and the French outfit was in Claire's room.
Yeah.
So they're mix and matching.
What about my mannequins?
So, one doesn't have anything on it, like you left it.
Yeah, he took his armor.
Yeah.
But another one is wearing farming clothes.
Oh no.
That's what they were wearing in yours. Nope, that's what they were wearing in Clyde's.
One of my dudes was a farmer.
Yeah.
I smell the clothes. Do they smell like anyone?
You just smell pine wood.
Why'd you gotta open your room? We gotta know.
Look, if you hear one loud scream, that means I'm in trouble.
All right.
But, Hoodot, if I scream, do not put that in the book.
Right, so it would be stricken from the record.
Exactly. Okay, everybody, stand back.
So you reach over for the cupboard.
Pull the chair away and slowly open the cupboard.
All right. You swing open the cupboard. And you just see the mannequins pushed in. One with a Victorian dress on. Somehow you shoved it in there, you're not sure how. And the other one wearing a bellkeep outfit.
Where's the businessman?
The businessman was in my room. And I had the Victorian dress. So we swapped.
Okay. All right. No, it's fine. I mean, the last thing we want to lose as detectives is the element of surprise. And I turn around and punch one of the mannequins in the face.
I guess roll with advantage?
I thought you were about to say roll for initiative.
Yeah, right.
You were gonna punch Sinclair.
Oh, 23. Roll for damage.
I'm not gonna block off this mannequin, dude.
Do you like... Are you like punching like at the face of it?
If it's in the cupboard,
Okay.
then yeah, I'm just like straight punch, straight to the face.
So you just hear like a as like wood splinters, and you also get some splinters in your hand,
Oh.
taking like 2 splinter damage.
Yoch. I pull back my hand, holding it away from my outfit, so I don't get a little bit of splinter blood on my white dress shirt. Okay. I have neutralized it.
Very good, sir.
Which one did you punch?
Ow. Not the dress. I wouldn't even punch a mannequin lady, okay?
So the bellkeep one?
Yes, but I knocked that bellkeep out.
As like part of its like blank face is just kind of like mushed in
Oh,
with like your
it's
fist
even
indented.
worse.
I hate to say it, but would we need to call in Craig to ask him some questions?
Well, that's it. If we can find them.
Well,
That is true.
I am assuming that even though we can't see him, he seems to have been very strict about ringing the bell for service. So I assume it works both ways. Either he won't answer without it, or he must answer when rung.
I guess it's worth a try. At this point, it's the only thing we can really do without leaving this place.
I let out a big sigh. And I'll walk down the stairs and look for the bell.
All right. So you do go down the stairs, each step creaking louder than before. And you do see the bell on the counter.
Stop it! Stop it! I heard it again, you punk!
What was that?
I What,
grab
sorry?
onto Sinclair.
yeah. I
Did
hesitate.
any of you feel or hear a breath just now again?
No.
No.
No. What?
I'm
Okay.
gonna sit by the fire and pull my splinters out.
I'm going to very hesitantly reach over for the bell and give it a ring.
Ding! And it just like echoes more than before.
Uh-oh.
No one pops up from behind the counter.
Craig? It would seem we are alone. Which is both relieving and anxiety-inducing.
Oh my god. What? Why'd you have to choose that angle for the picture on the stream? Oh, I hate it.
Well, we have been through many cases, and none have really had any aggressive mannequins before, so I would assume this one would be no different.
Do you remember before we were so quickly ushered out of Mayor's house? There was a bell that rang outside. Do you recall?
That's right. It was the bell for nighttime, as if we ought to believe Mr. Yule.
So Krieg may be over there. That's my hypothesis at the moment. But then that must mean that there was something the mayor didn't want us to see.
Maybe
But it wasn't. But he didn't ring the bell, and neither did his assistant.
Right. The bell just kind of rung, but he stated that it was coming from the clock. Unless Craig has just put it on himself to answer every bell in the city, or in the town, rather. But if that were the case, I would assume that he would come running very shortly after we rang this bell. Seeing as how it was strangely louder than before.
And what did the mayor say about the clock?
Well, he simply stated that that's where the bell was coming from, and was surprised that we don't have clocks with bells at wherever we're from.
Didn't he say that it was a recent addition? This clock? Oh, I remember him saying that it was unnerving. Am I remembering that right as a player?
Yeah.
He did get awfully worried as soon as it chimed and wanted us out.
And if I recall, he didn't know how it got there either?
Yeah, he
Odd.
doesn't seem to enjoy it, and I thought someone who has the power of mayor in a town would just get rid of it if they could, right?
Right. Why would you endure it if you had the power to veto it?
Maybe it is some sort of a warning system for everyone to stay inside, because no one is outside right now.
But if that were the case, why would he throw 4 guests outside? And Craig has stated that he lives behind this counter. If the bell were to signal some kind of danger, I don't know why he would choose to leave.
I do not know. I'm gonna wander over to like a window or something and just keep watch.
Make a...
And the fog doesn't show any sign of relenting, right?
No. Clyde, looking out the window, make a perception check.
Oh, I had about 5.
Oh, wow.
You see nothing.
Is there like a lock on the window?
These don't seem to, like, open up.
Oh, good.
This is quite odd, but Mr. Sinclair, per your help, in a couple minutes ago, I was able to acquire more of this ledger. We might be able to, Mr. Lowe, we might be able to find some negligence or perhaps some inconsistencies in this ledger. And if we have confirmed that Mr. Craig is not here, this might be advantageous, actually, to go looking through this ledger. Not have any of the locals have that information that we have acquired this ledger.
Quite astute, good sir.
Considering sleeping also isn't of the favorable things I want to do right now, I think that would be good.
If we were to go to sleep, would you mind if I put my bed next to somebody's?
Is it like a couch? Like what's in front of this fireplace?
It's sort of like a nice seating area where, like, there's a few couches.
Okay, I think I'm just going to stay down here. And if I fall asleep on a couch, then I fall asleep on a couch.
If we truly are all unnerved, it might just behoove us to stay down here.
So if you fall asleep on the couch, Johnny boy, then you will be among heat and us, at least.
Some company.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you figure out from the ledger?
Well, I suggest we look over this ledger. Maybe, if we are too unnerved to go to sleep, this might be a good alternative, and we can share what we have discovered in the morning.
So is everybody staying downstairs?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll go up and brave some blankets and pillows, but
Okay. All right.
I do not stay. I do not turn off the light in the room. I do not close the door, and I do not try and talk to ghosts.
All right.
And if something exhales at me, then I'm gonna die. If you're somehow only able to make me hear that, and I'm just freaking out.
Wait, what? Hear what, Cheeky?
Shut up.
So you go upstairs, grab some blankets, and you make it downstairs safely. So you're all comfy and cozy in front of a fire, staring at this ledger, and become very...
I'm staring at the door. I'm just listening to whatever they're rattling on about this ledger, but I do not take my eyes off the door.
I pull out my gun.
So, as you begin to work, you close your eyes and you all begin to fall asleep. And you have a nice night doing so. And that's where we're going to end it off tonight.
God damn. God damn, man. Hello, cat. Yes, come to me. Come to me, cat.
Oh man.
Holy crap. Can none of you hear that exhaling, or am I literally just going insane?
I don't know what you're talking about, Cheeki.
Oh my god. Dude, please say I'm not insane and tell me there is some shenanigans going on. And I'm not just somehow...
Wait, so I can hear them. You can hear them.
Maybe we just have it up higher or something?
It might also be the case that my thing cuts out from time to time, and I forget to add it back in. So maybe it just always cut out when that happened.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah,
Because I haven't been hearing it either.
Oh
Yeah.
man. No,
Either
by the
that-
well, I swear. I wasn't sure if that was just someone else, like end of yawning or stretching, but I heard some stuff. Oh my god! And the nighttime pictures of the town on the stream, dude.
Yeah.
Don't. Just all these angles of inside buildings and shit. And the well one.
They're just all staring
My
at the
God.
inn where you are staying.
Shut up, dude.
It's fine, Din. Everything's fine.
We're all
Exactly.
good.
It's all fine.
I also like how
We're not
we instantly we all
being
instantly
watched.
thought the mannequins are creepy when it's like someone could have just swapped their clothes. It's not that weird.
Yeah, someone literally could have just swapped them.
Yeah, but we instantly were like, these mannequins.
Why?
I had
Why
to
would
suck
they
one,
swap
dude.
them?
I mean, Craig's a weird guy.
Well, then that's still weird. All right, I don't want to be.
Yeah.
Why would he swap them and stuff the other ones back into my closet?
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, because he would have had to take yours out,
Yeah.
bring them in, and then stuff the new one.
Oh my
Dress
god,
it.
the shot from inside the den.
What? This is just to show the audience what the town looks like.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You building that town was so worth it.
Yes. And see, this is just an image of if something was looking out of the well towards
yeah,
the
For
inn
example.
where you are
Yeah,
staying.
if there was a ghoul, or something.
Yeah.
Some sort of gabagool.
Some kind of got a ghoul in the well.
Oh man.
But
I was gonna jump into there as well.
Oh, I think I need to get going
Yeah.
soon, so we could wrap this up.
yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go do a quick hi, I am so and so, and we will let everyone go on their merry way.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nice things.
Cheeky, you're up first.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm Captain Cheeki. I do D&D stuff and sometimes enjoy doing it. Yeah, catch me on all those places where I do things. And hell yeah, see you next week for this from me. I'm hungry.
Yo, same.
Oh hey, I'm Vitamin Dieter. I go by that name on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And I make D&D content, mostly animated, and just a couple things, couple jokes, couple suggestions, or criticisms, I guess. I don't know if I would call them criticisms, but somewhere around there. And I've been playing as a Hudot Grim, the Bugbear Inquisitor Rogue for this campaign, and I'll be here next week as well, barring any sudden changes, but we'll see.
All right, Ink, you're up next.
All right, my name is _Ink. You can find me on YouTube making little D&D shorts. I am playing John Bunny, man who might be a bit over his head, and also a bit of a scaredy cat, you know? Will he figure things out? I don't know. Will he pee his pants? It might happen, I don't know.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Will he learn math? Heck no, that's for sure.
All right, Eldritch, you're up next.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Eldritch Sugar, D&D artist and animator, and I have no standard for what I create and put out into the world. If you want to see whatever it is I make, you can go to my YouTube channel. The username is all lowercase Eldritch _Sugar. I just tuned into the stream and I'm watching the spooky images from all the different things. I hate it. I'm gonna remove you from this mortal coil. Anyway, I'll see you next week.
Hey.
Alright. Hello everybody, I'm Dinarru. You can find me here at the Arcane Gate. You could also find me over at twitch.tv/Dinarru, where I play games that are not D&D related. If you haven't already, follow the Arcane Gate socials, as well as join us on our Discord. You can also find our YouTube, and this VOD will be up shortly, along with yesterday's campaign. But yeah.
Nice.
So if you're seeing this is Storybook Series 3, but that doesn't mean that you missed a chronological story, I guess.
Right. This is episode 1, new series.
Yeah, new series. But this will also get the same love and care as the others will in the future. So, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Good night, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.